All right. Let's see if we're live. This is the weekly test to see if we can actually be live. This is CR Game Room. I'm Chris.
I'm Rob.
How's it going?
It's going good, man.
All right.
I'm just testing to make sure we are live. I'm checking it here
We
on my
are
telephone. Oh,
live.
we are. It's official.
It's official.
Oh,
Oh
there's four
man.
people watching. We better not disappoint. This needs to be the best stream
It'll
ever.
be the best stream ever.
Oh my
Um,
god.
yeah.
I just threw up a little on the back of my throat.
Robert's feeling a little blue today, so
Mm, yep.
actually,
Apparently, if I use my yellow light, I disappear into the ether.
oh my God, you do.
The
Oh,
ether Sutherland.
hold on, let me pull up something.
Oh, there's particles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Kirby crackle. If you're a comic book artist, or a comic book fan, you're familiar with that. Let's just
Oh
switch
man.
back to blue.
Yeah.
What if I turn the blue down?
Yeah, try to turn it down a little bit. That looks
I
good.
just
That looks
right
good.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. We'll go with that. Fine.
All right. We're doing production as we
Anyways,
go, guys. We're doing
all right,
production.
guys. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Yeah. Am I too blue? That's what we want to know.
So, this past weekend we put up a commander video,
Yeah,
and Robert put up a drawing video.
I did. Well, did I? Yeah, I did. That
Yeah.
was me.
Yeah.
I did a thing, guys.
Yeah.
It was me. I did it all by myself. I'm a big boy.
And we're gonna try to get ahead on stuff that we put out. So we're gonna try to get a week ahead and not just sporadically put stuff out. So we've already got
Yeah.
some stuff edited for next week, this upcoming weekend, I guess.
Yeah. Are we gonna do? You want to release it this weekend? I know it's really good, but do we want to put it out this weekend, or wait till next week?
I mean, it would be a week after the previous one was released, if we did it on Sunday.
Did I release it? Did it come out on Sunday?
I think so.
That's fine. Let's do it on Sunday.
We lost track
Yeah.
of stuff, so
I don't know, man. I could check. I just don't want to.
I don't want to check the
Yeah.
facts and figures on that one.
So somebody go in there and check our page on YouTube. And click
coincidentally,
play, so we can get a view.
But don't leave the live stream. Just have both of them open at the same time.
Yeah, just open another tab. I think everyone knows how to do an internet. Oh, you're taking a drink.
Oh,
Cheers, sir. Cheers.
it's just tea.
Mine is a delicious hibiscus saison. Oh, so good from Martin House Brewery.
Hey, man, can you just not make up words, please?
I didn't,
All right.
but
All
the
right.
flavor, it's like when it hits your lips. When it hits the lips.
Man. So, Ben played in the finals for our tournament, and we put that video, or James Bloor recorded that and put it up. And little known fact, Ben won. He's a 3-time champion now of the online stuff.
Whoa. Is he a 3-time 2-team takedown champion?
No, he's a 2-time 2-team takedown champion and a 1-time Faux Nats champion.
Faux show. All
Yeah.
right. Well, congrats to Ben. He was playing TJ, I believe, right?
Yeah,
I think that's what the video said.
yeah.
Congrats to TJ for making it that far to the finals. Good job.
Good job.
I clicked through the video. It looked like Ben got some spam in there at the end. I heard a lot of spam sounds going on there at the end.
I think that's what you would call it, yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if y'all can hear my doggo walking around with her little nails clacking everywhere. She's
You're-
nervous because of the weather.
Or your blind dog just walking through like, whatever, I don't care.
The blind dog is actually like passed out on the ground somewhere.
Oh.
He's just, you know how he does. He just plops himself down in the middle of the walkway, gives no F's whatsoever.
Yeah, and we're not trying to talk smack on a blind dog. That dog's been a jerk since ever.
He is a bit of an ass.
Yeah.
We have to say, yeah.
So we're not hating on him because he's blind. He's just generally all around been that way.
He's just a jerk.
Yeah.
He'll flick you off if you're not paying attention.
Totally.
Yeah, he'll be like Mr. Maggie. Did you just flick me off? No. There, you did it again.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
So good.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, he's a bit of a jerk. But yeah, congrats to Ben, man. That's big time. 2-time 2-team takedown champion. Say that 5 times fast. I dare you. Bitch
No.
can't do it.
No,
Bitch can't. He just won.
I can't.
See. So yeah, is he joining the ranks of T online wins?
He's got more. He's got the most wins of online tournaments that we recorded, or that we have on record.
Since we started tracking last year,
Since,
is
since we
he
came
leading
a
the league in
thing
wins?
and started recording stuff, so
Oh, okay, okay.
that old chestnut.
Yep.
Um, and in the Phonats, I came in second. This is
Aw.
my best showing on an online tournament.
Hey, that's way better than me.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would say it's the best showing of the channel, but Ben's with the channel also. So no, it wasn't the best showing of the channel. Ben ruined that.
Of the founders, man, you're killing it.
Oh my god!
You're killing it.
And that was the last tournament I entered, I think. Yeah.
Oh, went out on top, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Silver. Took the silver bullet and called it a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, good job, guys. That's awesome. I'm glad that the tournament turned out well. I know there was a ton of people in it this last time, wasn't there?
Yeah.
20 something.
Yeah. I think
We've been averaging a good 20 something every tournament, right?
20 plus at least in every tournament. I think the lowest turnout was the draft. And the draft, it actually started out with a lot, but then we had quite a few people drop. And I kind of understand why they dropped, but it was kind of like very frustrating. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, we got to find a way to make draft more fun. It probably be a 1 day thing, because you get tired of playing that same team for however many weeks we were doing it, and just I don't know. For me personally, it wasn't that I probably should have drafted better. For one, obviously get better, bro. But like the team that you get stuck with, if it's not a good team and you're trying your best to win with it, and if you drafted wrong like I did, and you're just frustrated with yourself, you're like, I don't feel like playing this team anymore.
Yeah.
But I continued because I didn't want to drop out, and me, I'm the type of person that's like I have a possibility of winning, I'm gonna go for it. But if you watch me play Magic online, if I ever stream that, you'll see that I keep going because I think there's a possibility
Unnecessarily.
of winning, and I don't. Yeah, you never know.
Robert will have
Hard-
one
hard-
life left, have two creatures on the board, and the person has like all kinds of flying, and he's like, if I draw this one thing, I'll win. No, you won't.
Yeah. You don't know that. But yeah, cool, man. That's really cool that so many people showed up, and it's been spread out throughout all the channels online, the different creators or content creators, just running with this. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just goes to show how great the Dice Masters community is. I just wish there was more of a local scene that wasn't an hour away from me.
Or an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can go play.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we have everybody on the line. So,
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
I wish there was some kind of program for Dice Masters to where you could play it and it would explain to you what you're doing, how you're doing it, like how Magic does it. But Wizards of the Coast has a ton of money and they could just throw it at programmers to do something. So it's understandable why that's not done with other games. But it's after seeing the way that a company like Wizards of the Coast did it, it's like, oh, that would be so awesome for Dice Masters.
Wizards did it.
Yeah, Wizards did it. Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But
it is what it is. Maybe one day Dice Masters might take off. You never know. WWE, the set that gets everyone going, gets the people going, and brings them back. I don't know, or brings in newer people. Let us know what you think in the comments below, in the chat.
If you have any questions, just throw some questions out.
For sure.
I know Reg and all them, they're about to start a league tournament, and I believe Joe and Ben are involved in that. But Ben and Joe are the ones to ask about that. What's up, Steven? How's it going, man?
Hey, Steven, how's it going, dude?
So the league, I don't know too much about it. I've tried to sit down and watch it, but then I've got 20 things going on, and I can't sit down in one place and just watch. So
I hear it's a league of their own.
Yeah. I hear that too. Some would say that's a good observation. I wouldn't agree.
No? That's a good movie, though.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah,
it's good. There's no crying in baseball,
unless there is.
You didn't know. Unless you cry and you're in baseball, then there is crying in baseball.
Yeah,
because you're doing it. Womp womp. Thanks, Steven. Thanks for your support. But yeah, I'm interested in it. I don't know if I'll be able to play in it or be an active player. Maybe I could pinch hit somewhere. But yeah, I don't know how committed I can be to doing something like that. It
Uh,
sounds fun though. That's something that we talked about a while back,
yeah,
and I think that's a really cool idea.
yeah. I mean, we've got a few ideas for tournaments going around, but we've got to really get together and talk about it and get that going. And the league's already they already have everything in place for everyone to go, and Ben and Joe are just part of it. So, of doing a team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
There's a team.
yeah, 2 or 3 people per team,
Uh-huh.
and different I think there's like 8 teams altogether.
Oh,
And each week the team play a team plays each other, so the 2 or 3 people in the team play each other, and it's one game.
so it's team versus team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
I wanted to do something like that, but it's just every time I got into doing it, it just seemed too much with all the other
Yeah,
tournaments we got going on.
it's all good, man.
Yeah, there's a few other ones that I have an idea for.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does sound sweet, doesn't it?
it really does.
Yeah.
I wonder how. So I saw something about a video with the drafts. So are they're drafting their players? It's not so much, oh hey, me and Chris we're buddies, so we're gonna be on the same team. It's a draft scenario.
I don't know. Dice Masters of the Great North would be a good channel to check out for that.
Yeah,
He
don't
has
do it
some,
right now though.
yeah, he has some videos. He has some videos explaining the format that he's putting on, and Reg is pretty solid about just being there to explain everything. And if you have any
Yeah, that's a good dude.
questions, he's on our Discord. He's on Dice Masters Online's Discord. If you have a question, he can answer it. So. Oh, Reg did draft up the teams. Okay, so you can't just choose
Nice.
who you play with.
That's really good. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I don't know. I would get frustrated if me and you weren't on the same team.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Friendly competition.
Yeah. And knowing us,
As
we'd
long as,
probably play each other the first week.
as long as my team name wasn't the Yankees or the Lakers or the Patriots, I'd be fine. Yeah, I don't like any of those teams. I said it.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
You're from North Texas. Of course you don't like them.
Steven, check them out. Let us know what they are.
See what it's all about. Because it's
Yeah,
it's a
so
northern thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you guys
That's
should,
what we do.
if,
We spread the love, man.
yeah,
That is how we do.
we try to.
Yeah. Because,
I don't know if
We
you're
know
being
we-
sarcastic or not, but we're going to take it as a compliment.
yeah, well, I'm going to take it as a compliment. Yeah, if you want reviews on the X-Men sets, go check out DM Armada's channel.
If you want to get way too early before you can get your hands on the product and see what it is and have someone show you what it's all about, go to DM Armada. He's your
There
man.
you go. He gets all the stuff early. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, we're not gonna trash any other channel. This is a
Yeah.
really tight community. Everybody's great. We talk to everybody. Everyone's cool. So
Yeah.
we have no problem plugging anybody's channels
Yeah.
on our channel. No big deal.
Sometimes we have a problem with plugging our own channel, but that's neither here nor there.
Hmm.
Oh man. So what else has been going on with you, man? Just working and doing a whole lot of nothing?
Working, trying to organize my magic cards. You can probably see like right behind me, like right here where my thumb's at, and this area right here. There's some white binders.
Yeah.
That's my random magic cards I have out on the dining room table right here. That I'm trying to sort by color
Oh.
from different sets. So it's a whole bunch of different sets, random cards. I don't know any of the sets, and I was like, you know what? I have too many cards. I'll just put them in alphabetical order and throw them in a binder.
Oh, that's probably so hard.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but yeah, at first because they were just mixed together,
Mm-hmm.
I had to go through and separate them all by color. And then the multicolored ones were the worst ones because you have red and green, and you have like blue, red, green, or something like that, and those were just weird.
Well, I always just put those in the mixture.
I did too, but I wanted them to be by like, okay, these are 2 specific colors. Well, these are 3 colors. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, it was dumb. Thanks, Mike.
I just got stacks of cards everywhere, so I'm.
Hey, Reg.
We're just talking about you, Reg. Talking
Yeah.
about your draft.
You must have felt us kissing your butt from wherever you are. But yeah, organizing the cards it's kind of fun. You know, it's kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Give me something to do over the weekend. All I have left is my black cards and my green cards.
And you mostly have black cards.
No, I mostly have green cards because that's when I was super obsessed with that enchantment deck that I had
Mhm.
going. So I was like, everything green, I'm taking it, and the stack's probably like this big as your head, Lois. So it's a pretty big stack.
Yeah.
So that ought to be fun. Yeah.
The problem I'm running into is like where to store. Like I thought Dice Masters was a pain because of all the dice and everything like that and cards. Oh no, Magic. Magic is ridiculous for storage.
The good thing is you just have to throw them all in a binder. There's no dice that go with them, but there are like boxes from booster boxes or whatever they're called now, and
Yeah.
the guild kits and those other things that we're getting. So
Yeah.
putting that stuff up is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Ben and Joe are on the same team.
Oh.
I call shenanigans.
What tomfoolery went on with that?
Yep.
Reg, are you taking bribes? Because I'd like to bribe you for them not to be on the same team.
For sure.
Man, we also played some online arena online together this weekend where you beat the crap out of me with your deck.
Oh, we did do that. So that should be on Twitch, right?
Yeah, it's on. I was thinking about putting the video on YouTube.
Oh, you should chop that up.
But
Oh.
yeah, but me. Oh
Whiz Kids Blanks. What does that mean?
I wish I was there for context. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh
funny.
man, but I played my signature deck which is a self mill or a opponent mill.
Oh my god, that deck is ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, and then Robert played his black I'm gonna not let you play Magic deck.
Oh, you came here to play cards? I don't think so.
Oh, you mulled down to 5. Let me just go ahead and take 2 cards out of your hand.
So I have a black deck. Basically, the point of it is you're gonna discard everything you have, and then if you have something in the field, I'm just gonna destroy it, and now you have nothing in your hand and in your field, and I just punch you to death with my little weenie guys. That's basically the way it goes. Or I just the timer starts with what is it called? Ill-gotten inheritance, where you take a damage and I gain a life, and that's it. That's the basics for my team.
Or your best friend mills you to death.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Our matches went quicker than what you're normally used to with that deck, didn't it?
Yeah, it really. I think so. Yeah, because we played 2 out of 3 pretty fast.
We played
But
5,
also-
3 out of 5.
Oh wow.
You won 3 of the matches. I won 2.
Oh, okay. But there were 2 out of 3, but we played 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But that's also because we know how to play our decks, and we're not random people, and we play fast.
And I'm not gonna rope you just because you
Yeah.
played a card that killed something.
Yeah, like I hate that. I ran into that today so much. I was trying to get my 15 wins, my last 5 for the week, and I was doing the thing where I probably should have quit like a long time ago, but I did not. Oh, what's that?
I
What
would
is
go to
that?
it, but it goes to Discord, so
Oh, okay,
you can go to it. I'm recording on Discord, so
that makes sense. Hold on, I'll do it.
and if it's good, share it with the community.
Oh, what is that? Is that your channel, Rich? There we go. Pimp your channel in the comments below. Why not? But anyways, yeah, it was fun. I liked playing that thing online. I'd like to create a new deck, or red and black maybe, or maybe a white black or a blue black deck, something like that. Green black maybe. Who knows? Possibly you. I don't know.
Golgari is so terrible. I hate that deck.
Is that green black?
Yeah.
Why is it terrible? Everyone seems to be using it against me pretty well.
Because it's a graveyard, I'm going to mill myself as much as I can, then I'm going to play something that kills you because I have so many things in my graveyard.
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
Yeah.
That happened a few times. I was like, God, damn it. So annoying.
Language.
Annoying.
Hey man, we'll put that in the description of the video after we're good done live streaming. I promise you that. So
For sure.
if you wanna, if you have a video, hold on.
We're not showing Armada's channel though. No.
He
What happened? Oh, he deleted it? Oh yeah, you added it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
I was just playing Steven. I was gonna put show anyways, it's fine. I was just sassing you.
So
yeah.
We'll put a link to your to your channel and also to the video, and I think Steven just shared the video. So
yeah.
So thank you. We'll definitely share that in the description, so when the EU folks wake up, they'll be able to see that if they watch our channel or watch the video.
Heck yeah.
So.
Or listen. If you're listening to the video, make sure you take time to go to the description and check out the links in there.
Yeah.
There's some good links. They're hot links.
Get a little bit of mustard.
Ugh.
Robert had the biggest discussion this week on Facebook with
his
friends.
Did. Yeah, let's have that discussion.
Okay.
So on Facebook the other day, what was it? Sunday. It was Sunday, right? Because I went out to Euless to go pick up those cards, and I stopped at this place called the Burger Box, and it had corn dogs. So I got a corn dog, but I don't like mustard, so I eat my corn dogs with ketchup, and that's normal to me. So on Facebook, I put, I like ketchup on my corn dogs, and I don't care who knows it. Just like right now, I don't care who knows it, guys. So I don't know if y'all like ketchup on your corn dogs and you agree with me. Let me know. If you hate it and put mustard, that's fine. You're wrong, but that's fine.
I had some corn dogs earlier with some ketchup.
Did you earlier today?
Yeah. Steve, I don't have the campaign box and I don't have the team packs because my store doesn't have it yet. So,
so lame.
Yeah, it's not really that big a deal. I've got a lot of planning and stuff going on that it's hard to.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, Steven, I have the sets and I didn't really just leave them and put them into my binder. But I do plan on making time to check them out because I'm really excited about having an X-Men set. And I do like the Energize ability.
And we might be going to the draft event.
Maybe. It's this weekend, right?
Yeah, on the 9th. It's on Sunday.
It's not this Sunday. It's next Sunday then.
Oh, next Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you guys are in the DFW area, be sure to go out to Doc's Comics. Is it Doc? In Frisco on that Sunday. Steven's going to be doing a little shindig where everyone comes and plays Dice Masters, and then they get into a fight, and then everyone leaves angry.
I don't think that's how it's going to go down. I'm pretty sure.
It's not a fight club mixed with Dice Masters? Okay.
It's not Dice Masters Fight Club.
I'm sorry. I was a little bit confused. That's my bad.
You're not a beautiful and unique snowflake.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Dude, yeah, Danny Moonstar was one that stood out that I remember seeing. And I thought that was a good card. I don't remember exactly what I did. I just remember the name being, ooh, that's a cool name. That's a cool ability. So,
ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. That's exactly how I said it too. Oh, nice. Dio Armada is going to cast the whole event. So even if you're not in the DFW area, you can watch it, and you'll see me do horrible in the draft. My favorite thing, and just not do good at it.
Get to see Kevin, as he said on Facebook, take everyone's lunch money. I'm not bringing lunch money in his face.
Yeah, how about that? I get free lunch. So.
Uh-oh.
Who is this? Who is this spinning person right here?
There's another participant entering the octagon.
A new challenger.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
So how's it going, Joe?
Whoa.
Trying to get these kids to bed.
All right, we'll go to bed. I'm sorry. Jeez. Can I finish the cast, though?
Yeah, can we finish the stream? So Joe, since you're here, we have found out that somehow you and Ben managed to be on the same team. Is that correct?
Yeah,
in the new Dice Master League?
About it. I remember a few choice curse words coming from him.
He said you were going to bring him down? He called you Obi-Wan. You were holding him back.
Yeah. No. It was refreshing. I mean, I always enjoy the chance to test with Ben and to play up against him, but never really been one for being on his like team, I guess you could say. So on these builds.
So what you're saying is you're anti-Ben. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Joe is anti-Ben.
It's going to be a contentious team.
I'm really excited. So our first matchup is between us and Mike and his teammate, which is Dan. And we chose as part of like our build restrictions, we chose the Doctor Strange team pack, and they chose the Guardians of the Galaxy team pack. So that's gonna be very interesting. We can only use cards from those sets or promos that have dice that were printed in those sets specifically. And as the basic actions, we are only allotted the use of Civil War basic actions.
Well, that's interesting.
So we have to come up with 2 unique teams for that tournament.
Can you guys share the same cards, or is it not sharing?
I'll have to ask Reg. You know what? The rules, like, he had like a 6-page rules PDF, and
He's like, I don't need to read it.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, ugh.
Ask for forgiveness. That's always what I say.
Yeah, Reg is in the comments, so maybe.
So, Reg, can they share cards on the same team?
Yeah, so Ben and Joe can't have any crossover. Not the crossover ability, but same cards. That's interesting, though. I do like the idea of restrictions on your teammates. I think that's really cool. And then against the other teams, I think that's a really cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Ben and I talked about it, and it was just like, we're at the point now to where we're gonna start putting teams together, and then we'll start building from there.
Okay. So it's official.
Nice.
You guys can't share characters.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
So you can have the same card, but you can have the same character.
Yeah.
So you can both have.
Oh my gosh, the blue screen is all up on me. Hang on just a second. Let me change the color.
It's just the glare that's making it like that.
Well, I didn't realize. Let me change the. I finally found my light ring.
I thought you were
now
underwater
you guys
the whole
can
time.
actually see me.
I thought you were in a water tank. You're red. Oh, nice. So it changes weekly.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is. So I'm really looking forward to that. How's that work? Oh, I just need to change. Hang on.
All right.
BRB.
BRB AFK. All right. So, yeah, mustard, gross, man. I'm anti-mustard.
I don't I think I'm the weird person here because I don't mind mustard or ketchup on the corn dogs, but
Really?
I do find myself eating ketchup on it most of the time.
Yeah.
So
I don't hate mustard. It's just not my first choice when it comes to condiments.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had to, if you gave me 3 sauces, ketchup, mustard, and mayo, I would dunk my corn dog in the mayo before mustard. Yeah, that's how much I dislike mustard.
Oh my god. Like, do you know those people that put the ketchup and mustard on the top before they don't dip it, they just put it on top? And I try to do that. It just soaks into the corn dog, and I like it a crispy.
It's like a McDonald's cheeseburger, though, man. They put the ketchup and the mustard. It works fine, and I'll eat it like.
I always say hold all the garbage you got in there and just put like ketchup or mayo on it, and that's all.
No.
So
Weird.
I can't live that life.
No.
Me and the green screen are having some problems. We need to have some words.
I think you look okay, man. You're doing good.
Yeah, Robert just turned his blue down, and it looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave it like that, like you're having a rave.
You're at a rave.
The system is down. The system is down.
Cats and boots and cats and
So
boots
Joe,
and...
where do you come out on the corn dog, mustard or ketchup or both?
Ooh.
Do what you want. We're all adults here. Some of us.
But what do you prefer though?
What do you do? What do you go with?
So I like to get a little orange, and by orange I mean mustard and ketchup. Mix them in, and then you make color orange.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I thought you were gonna say you're some kind of animal and you eat it dry.
Oh.
I do actually. So.
Whoa, that's crazy.
We got a
Are
wild
ready
one
to
here.
have tastes. I mean,
When you're hungry, you're hungry. In a survival situation, you just eat that corn dog without.
I believe I'd die.
whoa, that's a little bit extreme.
That's extreme. Yeah, that is.
I choose death, Alex.
Yeah. I'll take death for 300. Oh wait, dang it.
So going back to the very interesting tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Joe's getting that real talk going while I'm choking to death.
Stop it. Get help. All right. So I hope that minimized the glare on the green screen there. Looks
No,
like it worse.
it went worse.
Oh wow.
Oh, you could just be the dark person, the person in the dark that's just talking about your experience. You'd be like, then the bad man.
Whoa. It's going bananas.
Whoa.
It's fine.
Whoa. Yeah,
Hang on.
green's definitely not the color.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
If you go a little
Okay.
bit lighter,
Just leave it like
No,
that.
no, no.
yeah,
this
that's
should be
fine.
good.
That's good.
Are we good?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
good. Sorry, folks.
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was really crazy whenever it did all the green. That was great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with Steven. It looked like you were on LSD.
Are you sure you guys weren't on LSD? Okay, so
We
getting
might
back to
have
this
been.
tournament.
Yeah.
6 weeks with a whole bunch of rounds that is it tomorrow?
The draft is on the 9th, I think. It's June 9th. So it's a couple weeks from now.
Okay, maybe on the draft. It's a maybe on the draft. My store did say that the distributor was able to give them products, so it'll be here. My X-Men product will be here on this Friday.
Sweet.
So I'll go pick it up this Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go out there, but I don't have any product, and we'll see. So.
Anyway, getting back to this league. League is awesome. I'm super excited. I'm ecstatic. And we'll see what happens there.
Cool.
How long is the league gonna last?
The season.
Yeah, the season.
So the first season, I believe Reg was saying. Well, Reg, you're in the chat, right? So it should be anywhere from 6 weeks to 8 weeks, because I'm saying the give or take because we may or may not be starting. Man, I need to keep my hands off the base. We may or may not be starting this Monday.
Oh. And it's a weekly event.
It is every Monday.
Cool.
Every Monday night. So we're gonna have like a little Monday night Dice Masters in lieu of Monday night football.
Oh. Are you ready for some Dice Masters?
And yes, it is a contact sport. We will be punching each other in the face.
All right.
I'm punching you for 3.
Okay, yeah. So from just to clarify, 6 weeks, 3 home and away matches. It works like a round robin. There's only 4 teams, so we should be able to just get that taken care of. Interesting thing is like, I think you're at a disadvantage whenever you're having to plan team packs, because you have to kind of like. If it were me, I would plan team packs that have the best overall value and not just the extremely broken ones. Like, let's say if I chose team packs, I would go for the Space Wolves team packs. That has a couple of good things in it, but it doesn't have like, it doesn't have the same as what Harley Quinn would have it, right? So Harley Quinn is just all around because it includes basic actions. It's got some really decent form of control and combo in the by way of like Harley's hyenas, and so you could really just put stuff together from that team pack a lot more than you could with Space Wolves, or the same thing goes for like Kree Invasion. So the Kree Invasion team pack, you would then have a lot more to work with in the form of globals that help you ramp and or just get to your higher costing creatures or characters. Um, so you're at more of a disadvantage than if you were to pick like an entire set, because with the entire sets you have several different archetypes to work from to put together, and you'll have like bulk of the team in the set itself. Whereas with team packs, you would only have 1 or 2 cards that would come from that.
Okay.
Yeah, Reg is saying that his matchup for week 1 has Batman Harley Quinn, so that's a little bit more straightforward, and it actually offers a little bit better building as far as like your controls and counters go. So for ours, it's Doctor Strange and Guardians,
Mm-hmm.
and in Guardians, there's quite a few strategies you can go with. Infiltrate minus super rares, mind you. You're in the sets that you get or the campaign boxes. It's minus. I say campaign boxes. In the sets, you don't have the use of super rares.
So
X-Men to say a super rare mimic or a super rare Boomba.
So there was a Guardians team pack?
No, the Guardian set.
Oh, you're talking about the Guardians set itself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm dumb. All right.
So Guardians of the Galaxy,
like,
so
did I
I would
miss
be able
one?
to use super rare Angela.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah.
for example, I would get to use a version of Angela that gives or that helps out with infiltrate. That helps out with infiltrate. Super rare Black Widow, I believe. Does she do the infiltrate thing as well?
I don't.
But so in the Guardian set, for example, let's go to that. There's Intimidate, really good control. You know, you got cheap fielding costs. Black Widow, she intimidates. She's a 3 cost. That's great because in this format, the only basic actions that really give us ramp are in Civil War are Superhero Registration Act, and there's another one where you KO your own. You KO, you don't sacrifice. You KO your own sidekicks.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 forms of traditional ramp that we have in set.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're kind of limited what you can do. So you kind of do the whole back to basics where you rely on 2 or 3 cost characters to purchase early to help get you into those 5 and 6 costs. For example, if I were to do it, I would go with the uncommon, the Chemistry Project Captain America. That would be part of my build. Or Ben was spitballing. He was like, "Here's my choices," and I forgot that the uncommon Captain America is really good in that. And so it's like, yeah, that's great, but we don't have stuff like Cone of Cold to where you can up his attack. You know, you don't have ways to get him out reliably and ways to buff him reliably.
Yeah. See, this team building thing kind of reminds me of like a draft scenario where it's like, yeah, you could probably build a decent enough team, but you do have massive restrictions on what cards are available to you. So that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's the equivalent to MTG Sealed, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. It's not exactly draft, but it's not exactly full on 60 card constructed.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have a bigger pool, and you do have a little bit more resources in this case.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to it. No spoilers on what we're going to build. The uncommon Captain America was one of my go-tos back in the day.
I remember.
Yeah.
The idea from Zach and James.
That was the second or third video on the channel is you playing Robert with that Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was my go-to before. It's probably going to be my go-to now. If Ben doesn't call it, that is. So we still have to work with those restrictions. Mystics, but they're just really high cost. Good Mystics in the Doctor Strange team pack are 6 and 7 cost, and that's really prohibiting.
Yeah.
Removal because you can anytime you can use a global, you just pay a bolt to deal somebody 3 damage. Good, but that's in the body of that's on the cost of a 6 cost.
Yeah.
Or that's at 6 cost. So it's like you have your trades.
Yeah, you got to buy Superhero Registration Act quick if you have that on your team, because I assume you have to.
Yeah, and so like for example, he would be using Superhero Registration Act plus another random like maybe Driven Underground or something because there's another one that is really really good. There's another basic action that's really well. There's several of them in Civil War. I have the whole set, so I don't mind that. But as far as basic actions go, what this reminds me of is a 2-team takedown, but you're sharing the teams.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not limited to just you.
Yeah.
Are literally doing a 2-team takedown, and it's out of Guardians of the Galaxy and the team pack of Doctor Strange.
So how do you win the match versus the other team?
So they're timed matches, and it's traditional, traditional Dice Masters. But if you once you go to time, winner that's established and you're tied, you each get a point. Or to have won, you'd get 2 to 3 points depending on what your build situation was.
On the teams, does both players have to win on the team to win the matchup?
Reg might be able to answer that one. Let me go down to because he posted the rules in the. By the way, if you guys have any additional questions after the stream, in the Dice Masters online Discord, there is a channel called the League, and if you go down there, he's posted. I think you should be able to pin the rules, but there is a document that he has that he's posted in there. That since we've been asking questions of him all day.
Okay.
Reg
So let's
messaged
see.
me.
I'm gonna actually
the
gonna go to the
logos.
rules and pull up.
What'd you say, Robert?
Reg messaged me the logos for the teams. They look freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, of course I went with the Balder Beholders.
I figured that was you. I like the Bifrost beers. That's freaking cool.
So
I don't
think
want
there
to
was
spoil them or anything like that, so I'll stop naming them.
Oh no, he already posted everything. Everything's in the League channel.
Oh,
So
see,
if
I'm
you guys
bad at
have any
checking
questions on
Discord.
that,
Yeah, I'm bad at checking Discord, guys. So all this stuff has been.
He
put
doesn't
out there.
check our Discord. So
I really don't. So,
yeah. Sometimes.
do you want me to read off the names here?
yeah, go
Sure.
ahead.
All right, so we have the Arkham Jokers, the Atlantis Legends, the Balder Beholders, the Bifrost Beers, Bloodhaven Nightwings, Faerun Dragons, Gorilla City Grods, that's awesome. Gotham Knights, Nowhere Collectors, Latveria Dooms, Metropolis Steel, Themyscira Amazons, Wakanda Forever, the Whiz Kids Blanks, okay, now that makes sense to me, and the Xandar Novas. That's awesome, dude. And all the little logos are pretty cool. So I'm digging it. I didn't cut out, did I?
No. But
Okay,
but,
good.
No,
but
you
Reg,
didn't.
my question is, do both players on the team have to win the match? Or is it can one person play both the people if they just have a better matchup?
So yeah, that's weird. So if you have two team members, right, and if it's a 2 out of 3 match, how do you win the match or the game?
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's probably in the discussion thing.
Okay.
What was the question?
How do you win the match?
Like, do both players have to win a game?
Okay, so if for your team, if you win before the time limit, it's 3 points. If you win in turns, you get 2 points, and the loser gets 1 point. If the game is tied after turns, you both get 1 point.
Yeah, we understand that, but like,
How do you win?
Yeah.
You just so
you gain
it's
the
2
points
people.
per match, meaning that your team will get, so like if both Ben and I win our matches with before time, we manage to knock out the other player, our opponent,
Okay.
in time. We both get 3 points, meaning our team will get 6 points for that match, for that night.
How's it decided who plays who?
That is a good question.
Okay.
So you're only going to play the 2 matches. That's it. You're not going to play 2 out of 3.
Per team. So, for example, we're going up against Mike and Dan.
Uh-huh.
So we have to be. So I'm assuming it's going to go like this. I play Mike one night. He plays Mike the next night.
Okay, so you accumulate your points.
We play as the home team. They play as the visitors team. And each time we have to switch off our opponents and our teams.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I keep the same team out of that build restriction, but I play it against both Mike and Dan. And
Okay.
then our next opponent, if we're chosen as home, then we'll choose the campaign box or the set, and then they'll choose the team back, and
Okay.
vice versa.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
understandable.
So you're playing both players of the other team, and you just accumulate your points. And
So consider it like baseball, where they do series of home games and away games.
Mm-hmm.
And so you run a number of X matches, play a number of X games until a winner is decided. Only it's a round robin, and you're set at 2 matches because there's only 2 people on the team.
Okay. All
Got
right,
it.
Gotcha.
Cool, man.
There's going to be a
Sounds
link in the
interesting.
description for Regis tournament stuff and also the YouTube channel for him. So if you guys want to check it out after the live stream, it'll be in there after that. So
For sure.
So that's interesting. Should be cool.
Yeah. Should be cool.
Yeah, did
Sounds
we already
awesome.
talk about Ben's solid shutout?
Yeah.
The tournament.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talked about the win. So
Talked
he's a
about the win.
3-time online champion now. 2-time CRGR champion of 2-team takedown and one of the faux nats.
Yep.
Pretty good. The most online wins that we have recorded.
Yeah, I mean, so like I said before, beginning of the tournament as well as during the tournament, it's the swan song for Super Arianti. So going down any other way. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more struggle on his side because all of his matches averaged 15 to 30 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool. He's never gonna play Yanti again, or
she's banned. She's banned.
She's banned.
Okay.
So in any modern event, she won't be played, but she's still in golden.
Yeah.
Unless we ban her.
Probably gonna ban her, I think.
I have no problem banning her.
So.
It's ridiculous.
I have no problem with Cube still being around.
No, ban it too.
Oh my god. Any other cards you don't like playing against?
Collector. Let's ban the Collector.
Collector is one of the most fair, powerful cards out there.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. No, that's really just a couple of them that I really feel like are broken, and Super Arianti is one of them, and Cube is the other one.
See, Cube actually makes a few other teams actually like.
I know it makes
did not
Infiltrate.
need Cube. Yeah, Infiltrate.
Yeah, no. Infiltrate was really good.
Yeah.
Like I would even be fine with just, and this is an old conversation we've had multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
You just limit it to 1 die, maybe 2, at the most, and that's it. You don't need 4 of those suckers on there. You know what I mean? That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I think a limitation would be good for Cosmic Cube and banning Yanti out and out for golden and modern events for the tournaments. Might be good, but
we'll see.
For us, yes, that is something that we can all agree on. That is probably something that we will do moving forward for any format for the time being. Cube, I feel like as long as a tune exists, Cube cannot exist because it's just too easy.
Yeah, it's just you don't have Yanti anymore to just do damage with buying. That was the problem. And then if you limit it to 1 per team, 1 Cosmic Cube per team, it's just 2 more. There's other things that can do pretty much the same thing, and you have to roll it at that point.
But think about having multiple. Just like, okay, well, we'll use an example. So instead of Super Arianti, it's now Zatanna. That gives your whole team a tune. So you have 3 Mystics on your team. You're set up to roll 1 cube, or remember at stacks. So now you're looking at 6 per activation of an action.
Mm-hmm.
Miraculously can mix in their Momentum and Atlantis.
How much does Zatanna cost?
She's a 3 cost.
Mm-hmm. How much are the other Mystics?
And are like Wong, he's a 2 cost. from 3 to 4 to 5.
Okay.
So you're still looking at the same curve, because when you consider it, Super Yanti, Zandala, even Pseudo Dragon, and you still have to worry about Pseudo Dragon too, because you don't, so Cube cannot exist so long as the tune exists. Just that's a low barrier to cross to get that much damage output. With Infiltrate, not only do you have to have multiple characters attacking and going in for it to equal any number greater than 6, but they also have to connect.
Yeah.
So the workaround for Infiltrate are abilities like Infiltrate, and the workaround for abilities like Iceman, the abilities where when they take damage, they deal damage, or even to my crutch, Tabashi Rogue, drawing dice to take the damage. So Cube doesn't work as efficiently as having 2 or 3 characters out and dealing 6 damage per activation of a global.
Mm-hmm.
Or per activation of an action, which is easier to do than the rest of the stuff that I just listed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about Dice Masters.
Davis.
Davis, hey Davis, he is a fan of ours from Boardwalk. Good to meet you.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
glad you
man.
how's
stopped
it
by.
going?
Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah,
We
for
talked
sure.
about
We appreciate
Magic a
that.
little bit ago.
Yeah, we were talking about Commander.
Yeah.
But we're actually talking about the Dice Masters game, which mixes up a whole bunch of licenses. Like you have Yu-Gi-Oh, Marvel, DC, D&D, DK, Ninja Turtles, and am I missing one?
WWE. Did you say that?
Coming soon.
WWE's coming up next.
And which is why there'll never be an
July, right?
online thing for Dice Masters.
So we have all these different licenses, and characters are represented in cards and dice.
Yep.
The dice kind of represent the bodies. The cards represent how much they will cost
And their abilities.
and their abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And the objective is to knock your opponent out, taking them from 20 to 0 life by either dealing combat damage with the dice. And each face has an energy or their corresponding energy or their attack and defense.
Think of like craps mixed with magic.
Not like that.
Now, if you've ever played,
nothing like that.
dice
It's like
building,
it's a
dice
deck
building
builder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a deck builder with dice.
like Quarriors, if you've ever played that, or other games that have certain abilities represented on dice, like it's Hero Clicks but with dice,
Yeah.
basically.
So yeah, that's just a discussion we're gonna have to get into about what we're gonna ban and everything like that. Because if it's, I don't know.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by, Davis.
Thank you.
For sure. Thanks for tuning in,
Comments,
man.
any questions, just let us know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I think if Cube is completely gone, I don't know. With so much stuff out there now, I think in Golden Yanti can't be around either, because that's just too many attunes and too many easy ways of getting it going. And you might be right about Cosmic Cube, but that's a lot of purchases to get it to go perfectly.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if we're running an event, it's our event and it's our rules. So if we decide we want to cut something out, we can do that.
Yeah.
You know?
As
These
cold
aren't-
as that
Yeah,
is.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm no stranger. So my philosophy in any card game, any game period, has always been, before bans, you have to look at unbanning something. There has to be a balance.
There's like 2 banned cards.
Like
what are we gonna unban?
Thanos, my boy,
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Thanos.
So, I mean, if you're going to look to ban something, then you need to look at why you're banning it or what
Mhm.
you could unban in its place.
Because I think in previous...
Or why.
Go ahead.
Are you good?
Okay, in the previous Golden Age event, kind of like most everyone agreed not to play Yanti or Cosmic Cube, and everyone kind of played nice. And I think since it's completely gone now from Modern, I think more people will actually play it because it's not played anywhere else except for Golden.
Yeah, if you got it, you kind of want to play it, but at the same time, it's not fun, man.
Yeah, it's not fun to play it, and it's not fun to be played against with it.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, yeah, you get that rush of getting that dominating, but at the end of the day, it's not. You know, you it's good for that 1-2 times, but like It's kind of like you said, it's boring. I've never run it personally, I don't think, but watching people play it, it's just like it makes you not want to play the game, and that's not what we want.
Yeah.
So, Davis, to give you an example, the interactions we're talking about, Cube is a lot like Paradox Engine.
Oh my god.
Um,
I think Paradox Engine is
Cube
worse.
or Yanti's actually. So you basically you play it once, you get your win, you feel great off of getting so many triggers. You kind of lose the feeling, especially in a multiplayer game. You kind of lose that, and it loses its luster. So yeah, Yanti plus Cube is a lot like Paradox Engine plus Isochron Scepter and Dramatic Reversal. You're getting all of these triggers to untap and whatnot, and it's just like pretty soon people are just gonna be like, all right, same old song and dance. All right, boys, settle down. So, anyway, for you MTG players out there,
Yeah.
getting back to the crux of it, in our future tournaments, we generally the Cube and Yanti decision is more based off of precedent, like what we've seen works and doesn't work in the past, and what we've had in our own tournaments. For example, Ben running this Super Yanti and just completely wrecking both the UK pod and the American pod is just like, hey, you know what?
We need to ban Ben.
You should just not have it.
There's the
I
answer.
keep on saying to myself that one of these days I'll just get on his level, and then we can just have some sort of interesting. Because right as it stands, there's very few people who have bested him in tournament.
Shadow, James Bloor, and when it was the original 2-team takedown, he just played BS teams and everyone bested him because he didn't have any of his cards. He played literally a Guardians team and another just garbage team, and he still got like one win.
I should probably take notes from that Guardian team too, because we're gonna need that.
I'm sure he has all the notes for that.
It's all up here in his brain, not my brain.
But yeah, so looking at his teams, Super Yanti, and then he has other one, his go-to Gold Dragon, which I love that team. I love that team so much.
That's another one that I think possibly
Ring of Winter.
Yeah, Ring of Winter is another. Although there's so many things to reduce costs right now that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so Ring of Winter is like
OP,
the
though.
win more card, in my opinion, because Winter, you still have Kree Captain Global, but the reason why Ring of Winter is so cheesy is because you can get a 6 cost for 1 energy and then put them into the field.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and so it's just like, yeah, that is bad. There's still ways around it, like Static Field. You now have Static Field and Kate Bishop Global. Like, there's ways to stop that specifically. There's not very many anyway. There's not very many ways to stop Yanti Cube.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, like, if you have to build a team around stopping that one thing that people are going to run that are super OP, that's not fun, man. I don't want to build a team where I have to put something there specifically. And I get it, whatever. You have to build your teams around what people might play. But this is like a super OP card that somebody's going to run spot maybe too because you're trying to defend against this one thing. And I get it, but for me, these are supposed to be fun. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to waste. If I'm trying to do a fun team, and this is just me personally, and that's why I don't play in the tournaments because they're too competitive for me. Even though I have fun playing them sometimes, I just don't like that portion of it. I like to have fun teams. I don't want to have to build half of my team, setting up to defend against some of these meta cards and stuff like that, especially something like a Ring of Winter or a Yanti or a Cube or things like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to waste half my slots for that. Yeah. And I get it. That's part of the game. Yeah. But at the same time, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel you on that. For me, the competitiveness is most of the fun. But that's just who I am. There's a lot of people who watch us and who also play in our tournaments that they take a stance, like a hard stance. Like, they're like, okay, well, I won't like. I think it's either Reg
Reg doesn't play with super rares,
or
and he has a cost limitation on all of his
yeah,
teams.
he has a cost limitation, and that is great. That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
But that's not always. At the end of the day, that's not always going to guarantee him a win, and most of the time, it's not going to guarantee him a fun time if he's playing up against teams that are 2 super rares plus, right? Or teams that abuse interactions with certain more expensive cards.
I think in tournaments where he's had that restriction on himself, he's actually has had the best win rate against super rares with limitations.
That's pretty cool.
Granted, there's not that many people doing that, but there are people that don't have any super rares on the team, and he does have the best winning record because he's a brewer at heart, and he has combinations that'll work and that can counter some certain things. But then again, if he just ran the super rares, he wouldn't have to work around the restrictions. So there's that.
Yeah,
You're right.
and I honestly feel like so lately. I want to say over the past since involving you guys and playing with you guys in Commander a few months ago, I've had a chance to look at all of the evidence as well as playing online Dice Masters because there's a certain stigma that when you're playing online Dice Masters, it's a dad's game, #dad's game. It's super casual. Like there's no real pressure because you're not getting anything other than your time and enjoyment.
Yeah.
Out of this, right? And so people look at that and they go, okay, well, here's the exchange rate. I'm spending some time for what I want to be an equal amount of enjoyment. But then when you put competitive aspects like restrictions on teams, restrictions on budgets, and having to win to stay in the tournament, that kind of then condenses what was supposed to be equal amounts time for equal amounts enjoyment into equal amounts time for X3 enjoyment or something like that math. But I will say that you're expecting your time when you start condensing all of those things. You know, minimizing your windows of what you can do, then you want more out of it. And so that's where people, and same thing happens in Command Contract. You want to sit down for a good 30 minutes to an hour and a half to have a good time. You want to have 3 things. You want to have communication, interaction, and you want to have some sort of feeling of advancement, right? It's just the way I see it is every time I step in for a Commander game, I want to have a beginning and end. Sometimes I bring decks that go from beginning to end, and I do that within 5 turns. Is that going to guarantee a good experience for everybody else at the table? No, not at all. And so they're going to look at me and they're going to go, well, now I have less incentive to play with this guy. So I lose in that exchange rate. Same thing in Dice Masters. We expect a 30-minute to an hour and a half round, whether it be 2-team takedown, modern, golden, we expect out of that 30 minutes to an hour and a half, some of us, because we set aside that time from our kids and our families and whatever social life we have. Robert, I'm not, you set aside time on a Friday night to play in a tournament up against people who are in London, and you don't want to get creamed and shut down by some $30 card that they have on their team on turn 6. That's just not good for you. That's not a good exchange. So I understand where you're coming from that, but it's something that everybody has to keep in mind, that getting and understanding that you're playing on the same level, or at least trying to play on the same level, then stuff like that doesn't happen as often.
Play with the power level of the table if it's for fun. If you don't, no one's going to have fun.
Yep.
Including the person that's way overpowered.
Yeah, and that even includes even if your only option is the high tier deck that you brought or high tier team build that you brought. You're already climbing an uphill battle.
Davis, you could play it online. It used to be played at local game stores. If you can find a local game store that has Dice Masters Night, play it there. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so Davis, I go to Doc's Comics and Games up in Frisco, which is a 30-minute drive away from where we're at. They have Thursday nights, and they're doing a big draft on June 9th. I'd recommend going to that. We're probably going to make it out because
I should.
There's gonna be some special things coming out. I'm not gonna spoil it, but
Oh.
yeah, from what I'm hearing, there's gonna be some special things happening. So it's always better to do it in person. And Davis, I'll be more than happy to bring up some Dice Master stuff to the shop, to Boardwalk next time,
Ooh.
and sort of walk you through it, because Nate also, Nathan Kirkland, shout out to him. He was the guy who showed up to the OBW event. You guys, y'all remember him? He sat down and played Commander with us. Yeah. Nate picked it up, super easy for to follow, and he said he's enjoyed it and he wants to play
more
You
often.
can get a scene going, Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing locally with somebody in front of you is the best way to play Dice Masters, in my opinion. It's not that I don't like playing online and hanging out in the community. It's just for me, I prefer that interaction of someone being right there in front of me.
No, everybody wants that. Nobody wants to be, again, #dad's game. Nobody wants to be in their den or their office or their dining room table competing with the kids' noise and having to focus on a laptop screen and roll some dice and worry about camera placement and if the opponent can see that. They would much rather be face to face with the person, talking to them, rolling the dice out,
convenient.
interacting with them.
Plus, if they do something to upset you, you can smack the taste out of their mouth.
I'm sorry, Robert. What were you saying? I feel like I interrupted you. Or
I said it's way more convenient. Is all I was saying.
Oh yeah. Everybody's gonna prefer the experience in person, no matter how bad the play is, no matter how bad the game goes. Is always 100% better than online. Always.
Yeah, and if I see you before the draft, I can give you a whole bunch of extra Dice Masters crap. I have a ton. So I can hook you up and you can give it to Davis if you want, and so you can have some.
Sorry in advance if we get you hooked on Dice Masters.
Yeah. I can hook you up, man. I don't have a bunch of extra rares and super rares, but
I honestly think you'll be fine just buying the campaign boxes and the team packs. Honestly, we're at that point, especially with X-Men, we're at that point now to where you can literally go Avengers up and still have competitive, viable teams.
Yeah. Joe, I'm trying to get rid of all this extra crap. Quit shutting me down.
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
Yeah. It's just piling up. I got to do something with
I don't really want to mess with the Kool-Aid, man.
I was just trying to get more people to come in to the store where we played at, and it just kind of fizzled out. So my plan was, let's have a Dice Masters Day at the store where we just present the game and showcase it and stuff like that. And then here's a team pack of extra cards and dice that I had. You can go home and play with your family, whatever. Buy a starter deck. You'll have everything you need in there. Plus you have some extras now. So go out and have fun, man. Just to try to grow the scene. I just never got around to it. And then everything the store stopped carrying board games. So it was just like, So
yeah, that's really sad about Duncanville not carrying board games anymore.
Yeah, it is. But I mean,
I understand.
They weren't selling. They're a comic book store first, so
yeah,
it is what it is. So
and then the game store first stopped doing Dice Masters a long time ago. Common Grounds.
Oh,
yeah. So we have several areas around our shops around us, but a lot of them, except for Doc's.
Which Ryan and Steve are the ones that push that scene.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's really cool of them. Yep.
The great community we have here. They're always willing to advance the local game and local community.
I wish I could make it out more like Thursday at all, but I get off of work right as they're starting, and Dallas traffic is too ridiculous to get there.
It's an hour and a half drive for you, man. I don't see why you'd ever want to. I mean, I know Ryan does.
Yeah.
I know Ryan does it religiously. That guy, he's a trooper. He drives sometimes an hour and 40 from McKinney all the way over there.
Yeah, but he's not getting off right when it's starting, though. That's
like
if I got off early in the day, I would have no problem with it. Like if I got off at 4, I'd be like, yeah, I'll go to Thursday. That's not a big deal. I don't.
But it just takes a lot out of you, like an hour and a half, hour 40.
3 hours there and back.
Piles up.
Yeah. Like for me, if I was to go from work, it takes me about 45. Too bad. But it's the drive home that kills me. Like it's an hour, 15 hour, 20-minute drive, and I'm just like, and it's like 10 o'clock, so I get home at 11:30, and I still got to work on Friday. So
Last time we went out there, you were bitching about having to drive 15 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, I got to drive pretty far. And you're like, yeah, but I just really don't feel like driving. It's like,
sometimes, sometimes you just don't feel like driving, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Especially in
All
this
right.
traffic.
So before I go, I do have one more thing to say for those non-Dice Masters players out there, the 3 or 4 of you guys that watch our streams and follow us.
Mm-hmm.
We have more Commander stuff coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We also have role playing coming out pretty soon, and we're gonna try to.
And he's gone.
Well, Joe left everyone on the edge of their seats. I think what he was trying to say is we do have Dungeons and Dragons stuff in the works. Hopefully soon. I know last week, was it last week or the week before, he mentioned he had been talking to the DM.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's
And
all right, man.
we also have retro board games coming.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Modern board games coming.
Mm-hmm.
And skits. That's what I've been doing is brainstorming with a few different people about skits and other shows that we're going to be doing for the channel. So
Yeah. So I think, Joe, what you were saying was, I don't know if you heard what I was saying, that you were talking about the Dungeons and Dragons stuff that's going to come. Is that what you were going to say?
Dungeons and Dargons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We've got session 0 planned,
Oh.
which is going to be but it's not stream. This one's not going to be streamed because we're back into the flow of role playing and the system and the mechanics, or at least do a crash course before we get into to our first session.
Maybe we can record it and just chop up some pieces, some highlights of the thing, just some funny bits or something.
For some bloopers.
From within, yeah, some bloopers from within that. Why not?
And DM Ramada, he's going to be the GM. We've been talking to him for a long time to do that.
Is it called GM or DM?
DM. Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master. DM. Okay, so I said it right. You confused.
Or Game Master.
You're thinking of
Master
Captain
in some games, Dungeon Master in others.
Okay.
And Gimp in the others.
Anyway, so yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. Summer is going to be busier for us than the fall winter, because we've got all this stuff. And going back to the Dice Masters players, be on the lookout for new tournament announcements coming in the next
month at least.
3 to 4 weeks.
Yep.
Until that time, you can find us here every Wednesday night, and then we will also put out some Commander product as well as additional skits
and retro board games and modern board games. So that's
and some video games if we get there.
Yeah,
we really need to get there.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's it. You want to take us out, Rob, or?
Sure. So that is going to do it here in the CR Game. Subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and join our conversations on Discord. And as always, thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.